Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. I had to think about it for a second. Tuesday, the 20th of July, 2021. And not bad weather today. It's going to be very warm again. We were in the mid 80s yesterday. We're going to be in the 80s again today. And so I just want to remind everybody before I get into this video, I will be live streaming tonight. What are you doing over there, young lady? Picking beans every day. Every day. I will be live streaming tonight. I'm going to live stream tonight, and I'm going to live stream on Thursday night because I have a wedding to go to on Friday. And then Sunday, I'm going to be leaving in the morning for Sturgis. And Saturday, I have a graduation to go to, my nephew's graduation party. And so first of all, before we get more into this video, here's my offensive t-shirt that I'm wearing today that I picked up in South Carolina when I was down there on vacation in January. And so I call it my triggered shirt. Because weak-minded people will definitely be triggered because of this shirt. But anyway, so that's what I'm wearing today. So I figured, well, you'll see it, so that's how it goes. Anyway, so Sunday I'm going to be leaving. So when I get to the hotel room Sunday night, I'm going to try to live stream Sunday night as well. So you may not see the notification for the live stream on Sunday until later in the afternoon, so definitely look for that. Hopefully we're going to be staying in a hotel room where we can have good Wi-Fi and I can do a live stream. I should be okay on that. But so that is the game plan for that. It's going to be, the rest of this week is going to be very, very busy. So yesterday I'm going to get into the topic of this video in just a moment, I do promise you that. But anyway, I'm going to be live streaming tonight, okay? And the topic is going to be, let me see your papers. And so if you want to find out what that's all about, join me tonight in the live stream and we're going to go from there, okay? And a lot of good things to discuss. I love to use their own information against them, which is the best because then I'm not spreading false information. I'm using their facts, which just makes it wonderful. And then, of course, I will share with you my opinion. See how it works? It's perfect. Works out perfectly. So join me tonight for the live stream, 8 o'clock Eastern time, and we will do that then. All right. So yesterday, as a lot of you know, because I did talk about it, I ended up having a tooth pulled down on this side over here, and so feel pretty good today. And it didn't go badly. They told me, he goes, well, so I got to tell you the story of this real quick, and like I said, then I'm going to get into the topic of what I wanted to discuss today. So when I went to the dentist last Thursday, and they said, no, your molar or your cavity or the filling was still there, your tooth broke off. And they said, well, how long ago did it happen? I said, well, it was a couple of months ago. And they go, are you in pain? I said, off and on. It's starting to get a little bit worse. And at the dentist office, they were like, your nerve is exposed. They go, you must have a really high tolerance for pain. Well, when most of your life you don't have insurance, you deal with pain. So, and I guess I have a high tolerance for pain. So I'm like, well, you just deal with it, And then, so anyway, so I had the appointment yesterday for the oral surgeon because they couldn't do it in the regular dentist's office. So I went to the oral surgeon, and I got to tell you that story really quickly. So I walk in, and everybody in there has a mask on. All the receptionists, all the people working there, all the people waiting for the dentist, except for me. So I go up to the counter to sign in and let them know that I'm there. And she goes, oh, I have some paperwork for you to do. And so some lady in the back was like, oh, well, he needs a mask. So she kind of rolled her eyes and handed me a mask. And I just held on to it. I never put it on. Did my paperwork, went up there, gave her back my paperwork, did that, sat there and waited. I was talking to some other lady that she was saying that her family ran 3 restaurants and how difficult it was dealing with it, and they just barely stayed their head above water while this whole thing was going on. So it was a really interesting conversation. So then they called me back. I go back, and the doctor comes in first, the one, and he goes, I'm going to numb up the area. And I'm like, okay. And, you know, he had heard the story about what with the tooth and stuff like that. And he says to me, he goes, man, he goes, you're a tough dude. He goes, you didn't even move at all, you know. And they're like, these needles are like this big, and they're, you know, jamming them on in there. Now, did I feel it? Absolutely, I felt it. But my thing is, you got to get it done. You got to do what you got to do. You might as well hold still, you know. So I just took the pain. And so then the other guy comes in. He says, okay, now I got to hit the secondary nerves to make sure you don't feel anything when we take this tooth out. So when he was hitting me, he goes, man, you really are a tough guy. He goes, the other doctor was telling me that you were tough, but he goes, you didn't move at all. You didn't even flinch. I'm like, you know, what are you supposed to do? You know, that's kind of what I'm doing, you know. So anyway, they had to literally break the tooth apart to get the tooth out. So it was, you know, it was interesting. It was done. I drove myself home. So, you know, so I'm on an antibiotic right now, ibuprofen, and they did give me, and I love this, they gave me Vicodin. And so yesterday, because it was, you can take 1 to 2 Vicodin every 4 to 6 hours for pain, right? So I got a prescription for 30, they gave me a prescription for 30 pills. I didn't ask for it, they just gave it to me. So what I did when I first got home, I took my ibuprofen, took my antibiotic, and then 6 hours later, I said, well, I'm just going to take one more now, and did my antibiotic and ibuprofen as well. And then I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock, and I went, it's not that bad. So I just took the ibuprofen and the antibiotic. So I have now, and this is what I do if I have extra medication, it just goes to the side for a post-SHTF event. And now I have 27 Vicodins to go along, you know, with whatever else I may possibly have. So, you know, from my surgery 6 years ago. So, here's Miss Molly. So, anyway, happy to have that tooth out. I'm going to be going to the dentist again, my regular dentist, end of August. They're going to do x-rays, a cleaning, and then we're going to figure out a game plan of what is the worst teeth to take care of next and get that taken care of. I really want to get my teeth taken care of before an SHTF event, and so that is why I'm really trying to focus on doing that. But again, when you have no insurance and you're paying out of pocket, none of that is cheap. So, you know, you do what you have to do. But anyhow, so that's how yesterday went. So I made the 2 videos beforehand, and then, you know, just did, you're so cute. You're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl with your little purr box going. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah. So anyway, so I wanted the topic that I wanted to talk about, now that we're like way into this video, because I get rambling, which I do. The British government has decided to permanently put warships into the Asian Pacific, and so they are doing that now. So there is going to be at least 2 warships permanently stationed over in Asian waters. Now, obviously, that is a direct result of the situation that is going on with China. The UK is obviously one of our allies. We have upped our amount of people in that area as well. And there's a lot of grandstanding going on. China continues to tell their people to prepare for war. And so definitely things to pay attention to. It is definitely, you know, there is a lot of pieces being put into place. So my question is always, what happens next? It'll be very, very interesting to see, and something that we should all be paying attention to. That's my opinion, obviously. But we all need to be paying attention to this, because it's definitely not a good situation. So just stay vigilant, stay paying attention, continue to prep, continue to get ready. It's, you know, not a good situation. I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on that. What do you think? What do you think about the deployment permanently of British warships into Asian waters? And like I said, it'll be very, very interesting moving forward to see what happens. And there's Mr. Abby. What's up, Abby? Mr. Abel. They're a trip. I mean, they literally, he came in this morning, got something to eat, and within inside of 10 minutes of being in the house and eating, he wanted right back outside again. Well, that looks very comfortable. So, anyway, I know that I was not on topic long on this video, unfortunately, but I wanted to share the other things with you of what is going on. I had a nice live stream last night for my members only, and I'm going to continue to be doing that every Monday at 8 p.m. So people that are part of the membership program, that are at the highest level of the membership program, get a private live stream just for those members at that level. And they are the ones that are only going to be able to see those live streams. So if they miss the live stream, they can go back and they can watch it afterwards. It's much more personal. I asked the ladies that were in there last night if they liked this concept of being able to ask me whatever they wanted to, you know, and have that private live stream, and they were like, they loved it. So if you are interested in that, on my main page I have the join button. Please join us. I enjoy chatting, and it's definitely a lot easier doing that live stream with just a few people in there, and I can really get into your guys' questions and stuff like that, as opposed to a regular live stream where we can have, you know, 1,400 people in a live stream, and there's just no way that I can get to everybody's questions. So just putting that out there. But if you're interested, you can do that. So if you're not, that's okay too. I will still follow my normal live stream regiment, which is totally free, of course, but that one is going to be just, that Mondays are going to just be for those folks. So anyway, when I make this trip out to out to Sturgis, I'm going to do a lot of video, share a lot of things with you guys, because I think that that's kind of a cool thing. It'll be a very exciting trip, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Also, my website real quick, preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse 1 community in there, and it is set up for you guys to connect with like-minded people, so definitely take advantage of that as well. And excuse me, it is you know, a resource that we have for you guys. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. It is totally free, and so definitely take advantage of that. Also, on my website, preppernurse1.com, you will see the logo for the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store. And if you would like to do, you know, purchase some CBD or hemp products, you click on that logo that says Forefathers. It will take you to their website. I'm just looking here. I'll show you all these cantaloupes are all coming in here. As you can see, they're getting good size. And we got a lot of blossoms, so we're going to be getting more. But we got a lot of cantaloupe coming in. So I think, how many cantaloupe, Beck? 18 now. 18 so far. And that's just all in this bed here. This whole bed is cantaloupe. And the lettuce that we had here has all been harvested except for this one. And so we have we gave some away at the prepper party, and also you know, we use some of it for ourselves, obviously. But so anyway, also so if you go to their website, Forefathers, if you decide to make a purchase, when you check out, make sure you use the discount code PrepperNurse1. You will save yourself 15% on your purchase if you do that, okay? So definitely take advantage of that. And again, on my website, preppernurse1.com, if you go in there, you click on store, it will drop down. You will see the Legacy Foods. You click on that, is the Legacy freeze-dried foods, which is, I see a grasshopper. Look at that. Oh, grasshopper. Now think about a million of those things eating everything that you got. There's a grasshopper over here, Beck.
That's not good.
No, it's not. No, it is not. So hopefully he's not an advanced scout.
We're finally getting some blossoms on the squash.
Oh, very cool.
About freaking time.
Right, I know there's one over here. I see a blossom over here. So anyway, guys, also 25-year shelf life, GMO free, gluten options available. It is vegan. There are beef and chicken options available that you can buy separately. It is the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies, so definitely a good thing to have in your long-term preps. Excuse me. Take advantage of that, and you'll be good to go. So anyway, I'm going to jump off here for now. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and we need to remember that because it's really important, and a lot of people don't. So we should be focused on that. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. There's the pups. There is Hella, and I believe that's Pandora, and Caesar's in the back. So, somebody said, I only saw 2 of the dogs. Where's the 3rd dog? Well, there's all 3 of them. So, again, please join me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be talking about where are your papers. So that will be an interesting conversation, and so I encourage you to join me then. All right? I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.